launch and you're not sure where the next month's revenue is going to come from, and you're kind of always feeling like you have to hustle, I want to show you a way where you can basically create one simple webinar that will allow you to sell your product and services 24/7. And that really is the intention behind why Easy Webinar was built. You see, Easy Webinar, and I'm the founder of Easy Webinar. My name is Casey Zeman, for those who don't know. Hello, welcome. One of the things the reason that Easy Webinar was built in the first place is, actually, hold on 1 second. Now, can everybody hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. And yes, okay, cool. So Drew says there's going to be a Q&A. Yes, there is going to be a Q&A. Absolutely. In fact, you guys can come in here and talk to me right now. If you are coming in, I see some more people coming in. Scott, Alex, Christine, Corey, Roger, Ty, Leslie, Drew, Jennifer, Kimberly, come on in, you guys. You could say hi and chat. Hi. What's going on? Yes, we'll be. And yes, there will be, you can ask away now. The whole idea behind this is I'm inviting you guys in. How are the kids? The kids are good. Everybody's at school and or at the park with the nanny right now. But as I was saying, one of the things I'm really excited about. So first off, while I'm here, guys, go ahead and tell me where you're coming in from in the world and what your business is. Just so I know, okay? And do we have Easy Webinar people in the house, or is it non-Easy Webinar peeps? I'd love to find out. So the reason we built Easy Webinar in the first place was to create a platform that would communicate a message in a better way, that would communicate an experience in a better way, right? And, there's a lot of talk about sales funnels nowadays, right? And that's the thing. Is that, I even think sales funnels have began to kind of take on a new meaning. Like, we've gotten so used to sales funnels and what they are that people don't want a sales page anymore. They don't want a sales funnel. They kind of want a sales experience or an experience in general. And that's what Easy Webinar is really all about, from webinar to also creating, basically a sales funnel, but leveraging the power of webinars. So I see Alan from Los Angeles. Yes, I have Easy Webinar. Kimberly says California beauty business. I have a beauty academy. Drew says Indiana, non-Easy Webinar looking. San Diego, Corey says non-Easy Webinar user as of now. Kimberly is wanting to automate it, create an online course. Scott says has Easy Webinar. I'm not sure the best way to use it. Hugh says hi from South Africa. Farm business coach. Awesome, you guys. Welcome. Thank you for coming to this event. Some of you are Easy Webinar peeps. Dan Kennedy says, experience is now big. That's why 3-day events can be boring. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we leverage the power of experiences. We are the Easy Webinar basically is a sales tool disguised as a webinar, right? Because it has all the pieces of what you'd see in a sales experience, right? But it has a heightened way to connect and engage with an audience through the power of live events, live workshops, live master classes. They are all the same thing, right? Live webinars or automated webinars. That helps you scale up. That gives you the element of live, right? Of the engagement factor that a webinar is. But then you can duplicate that experience over and over again. And that's how the majority of our people who are leveraging Easy Webinar in the most powerful way are generating, they're generating most of their most of their revenue through Easy Webinar. We have clients that are going, they're pushing 6 figures a month in sending traffic through their webinar funnels, basically, right? Okay, Drew is AKS Starbucks. You're at the Starbucks. It may become more important than content at an event. Yeah. Welcome, you guys. So I'm excited to share to do this with you guys. Again, welcome to all the new people: Latarsha, Blissful, Shauna, Hakan, Paul, all you people coming, everyone coming in, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to I'm just so pumped to share this stuff with you. The very first thing I'm actually going to do is I want to share something that literally just came in just like last week, and I'm going to open a file. Let's see if this actually works. I haven't actually tried this yet, where I upload a PNG, but you should see my screen. Do you guys see it? Finally in. Phew. Yes, Blissful. It's good to see you. This is from Andrew, who is, I think he's like head of sales or head of marketing at Teachable, right? And this is literally what they sent. So Teachable uses our system, right? And for those of you who want to know, who don't know what Teachable is a membership platform, and they have a lot of customers, like 30 to 60,000 customers using their system. And they use EasyWebinar as a tool to get more people coming in. This is what he wrote. We ran a promo the last few weeks to a couple of automated webinars and had about 7,000 registrations go through it. Everything went super smooth. Conversion rates, and this is really what I want you to look at. Conversion rates were some of the highest we've ever had, and we're loving it. And your team's been amazing. We also have a pretty high visibility, high visibility build a business competition. I'm sorry, I can't, it's like tongue twisted there. Competition kicking off in late May, and we'll be running most of those people through automated webinars built on EasyWebinar. So this is just a part of an email that he sent to me. He was also inviting us to, because he's going to be running a lot of traffic through EasyWebinar. He wanted us to be a part of this build a business competition. But the point of this is that the point of what I want to share here is that these guys, as well as many other platforms, have tested out several different types of ways to engage and build an audience and close sales, right? And what we're seeing here is he's basically saying conversion rates were some of the highest we've ever had, and we're loving it. And there are many reasons as to why that is true. First off, the webinar experience in general gives them a higher sense of connectivity. The next thing is that EasyWebinar itself is probably one of the fastest in terms of server response. So when someone comes in and registers, they're immediately brought to a thank you page. From the thank you page, there are all these different cool options that allow you to basically get more people coming in the door and have a higher level of engagement, even on an automated webinar, from downloadable PDFs to questions that could be asked, all sorts of stuff. So those are just some of the things. And I wanted to start with this because this is something that literally came in just this last couple of weeks. Does EasyWebinar allow chat only to the host so attendees cannot see? Drew, that's a great question. EasyWebinar allows chat to the host. So yes, that's how you're seeing it right now. Right now we have the private chat on, as you can see, right? You probably can see that we have private chat on right now. So I got your response. I got Kimberly's. I've got everyone's, but you don't see anyone else on here, right? And that's kind of how it works. Yeah. So I can see, yes. And that's the reason we do that, is just in case we get someone who is blowing up the chat with, profanity or, just real negative stuff, that this private chat is really helpful for that. Yes, we can boot anybody off of a webinar, but at the same time, I think it's powerful to do it. What I want to do, guys, is I'm going to send you a worksheet. I'm going to broadcast this through EasyWebinar right now. You should be able to see it. It's popped right in. That worksheet is what we could go through today. And if you haven't, if you didn't get it in the follow-ups, you feel free to dive in and jump on it now. Again, how many people do we have here that are non-EasyWebinar customers? Just let me know. I read that 805 on all content will be video soon. I'm not sure what that is. I read that 805 OD, all online, 80% of online content will be video soon. Yeah, okay, gotcha. Yes, 80% of all content will be video soon. That's 100% true. And that's why we are a tool that is a sales tool, a fulfillment tool that is based on engagement and automation. And so what I'd like to do today is I'd like to go in and share share a basically a I think it's right here, share a slide presentation all about how to sell your products, services, and coaching 24/7, leveraging one simple webinar. If you see this, just let me know. I just want to make sure that you can see my slides. Just put in the chat, a thumbs up or a hey-o. You could go do like this, thumbs up type of deal. Thank you, Kimberly, Michael. Yes, awesome, you guys. Drew, thank you so much. Yep, I can see it. William, thank you. Got it. Corey, beautiful. You should still see me, whether I'm underneath for the recording, just as an FYI. Automatically, I am recording this. What happens is that thumbnail of me at the bottom, it goes in the corner, upper corner, because then the recording is going to be a 16:9, right? So yeah, so just as an FYI, the recording is actually still going to have my camera on too. All right, yes, I'm still in the corner there. All right, so let's dive in and talk about this. I want to teach you guys the thing that some of our clients are doing to leverage to sell $20,000 a month, $20,000 a day. Some of our clients, and in fact, we just had I was just on the phone with one of our other customers, Kim Constable. Okay, Kim is the founder of the Sculpted Vegan, and she's been using Easy Webinar, and I have the Webinar Lab that's coming out, by the way, very soon here. It's a reboot of our podcast that we had a while back, but she's one of the people we've interviewed. She has done in the last 13 months about 1.5 or 1.6 million using Easy Webinar. And the reason I want to flag her up is because some days she is selling her course and she's doing anywhere from $3,000 a day to $20,000 a day. Okay, so we have some clients that are doing that. Amy Porterfield is another one who uses our system. How much for her course? She has a couple of them. I think for hers, I think they're like $1,000 or probably $97 a month for 12 months. Very much similar to what, if you know Amy Porterfield, who is a course creator, most of her programs are also $1,000. Now, based on that, this presentation I'm going to share with you, I am very biased towards I'm very biased with high ticket sales. I feel very strongly for high ticket programs and products, right? Mid ticket is 1 to 2,000, but I love high ticket, which is 3,000 to 10,000, 20,000. Okay, and we have clients that are using Easy Webinar to do those numbers as well. Yes, you can make money with low price tickets. We have clients that are doing that as well. We have a client, Stacy, who sells a $200 or $300 product, who's doing $12,000 to $15,000 a month selling an acne, rid yourself of acne program. We have, again, yes, there are so many people that make money with low ticket as well. The idea behind low ticket is that it has to pay for your ad spend if you're going to run anything through like paid ads, right? That's really what you want to think about. Can this be used as an educational sales tool for solar? High ticket? Yes, of course. That's the power of webinars, is that they are an education-based tool, right? And on the back end, absolutely. Did you know that our coaching program is using Easy Webinar? Our coaching program is part member portal and part weekly webinars. And we use Easy Webinar as the fulfillment tool for the coaching. And so do many of our clients and customers. So just realize that webinars are not just for acquisition. They are for retention. They keep people there. This software can keep your clients on board, right? We have people that use Easy Webinar to onboard their clients, such as Optimize Press. You know who else uses Easy Webinar to onboard their clients? Let me just go in and show you. ConvertKit. You guys know the company ConvertKit? They use Easy Webinar. After someone becomes a client of Easy Webinar or of ConvertKit, there are follow-up emails, and there are ways to access their workshops, and their workshops, learn the basics, go straight to an Easy Webinar, automated webinar that they built using Easy Webinar for basically retention, right? Keeping customers happy, teaching them, but teaching them on scale, right? Because now you don't have to be there. Now, you could do live webinars for your people after they become clients, and we have people that do that as well. But you can also, as I said, create a series of automated webinars for your people once they become members. And the power of that is you get more people that are sticking around, and you get more people that are having results. And results are the biggest thing that I want to share with you here. Results. That's the goal. And that's where webinars have a higher level of engagement and a higher level of getting results because of how you're teaching. People don't want just to go in and buy a course. They want an experience. And so if you can combine a course program with webinars as well, that's the secret sauce. That's what our coaching program is all about. We teach people how to use webinars to retain clients. And then after that, after becoming a client, we show them how to use webinars in the way of having, revamping, let's say, a course and create more of a program, an experiential program that leverages webinars and a membership site, such as Teachable or Thinkific. There was a question about which do I prefer. I've used only Teachable, so I don't know Thinkific. I also have my membership is using Memberium and WordPress. So that's what I use for my particular membership. Easy Webinar is as a SaaS system. It's not built upon, of course, a membership portal, right? Sakai, thank you for the thumbs up. And Drew, I hope that answered your question. Big backend, yep. So Corey, and I hope I answered your question about solar systems and, or using this to sell for high ticket. Do people use Easy Webinar with LearnDash? You can use LearnDash with Memberium, and yes, there are ways that we're going to be doing some integration with Memberium, I think. I've been requested by Teachable, Thinkific as well, but I also had a meeting with the founder of Memberium when I met with Easy Webinar. I met with Easy Webinar 1%ers at the end of an event called Traffic and Conversion in San Diego. And in that room, they shared with me the results that they're receiving with Easy Webinar, which was like, some of them are running 60,000 leads a month through our system, and some are doing 300,000 leads basically in a short period of time, such as Jay Shetty. This room just gave us real clear insight into the direction of what we need to add to make the webinar experiences even better. And Memberium was there. The founder, I think his name is Corey. Anyway, we talked, and we're talking about an integration. What are your price points for coaching programs? Well, what we do is we have basically one coaching program. We have an opportunity at the end of this workshop, by the way. So if you're a non-Easy Webinar customer, right now I have a really amazing opportunity where I'm going to be including a program that typically sells for like $2,000. But we have one other program that is specifically teaching you how to sell and package a high ticket program using the power of webinars and Easy Webinar. That is a different program. It is not a mastermind program. We've had a mastermind program at one point 2 years ago. Right now, we do not have that one, but this one is kind of a version of a mastermind program. It's called the 6-week fast track program. And if you're interested in that, I could definitely get you a link. You'd have to watch a webinar and then sign up for a strategy call with someone from my team. But the whole idea is after 6 weeks, you have a webinar up and running that is collecting leads, and you're getting high ticket people coming in the door. That's the goal. Okay, sure. Yeah, here. This is the link to the webinar. Kimberly asked for it just now. So it's through my name, webinar-consultants. This should be it. Click on that, and it should take you to a webinar. Let me know if it does. It should also take you out of this webinar. Will this webinar be available for a replay later? This specific one, Yes, I think so. Although there is a different one in our replay page at the moment. So as soon as this webinar is over, an automatic email will send out a different already existing webinar that I already ran. So I'm not sure if it will actually. You'll be getting this specific one, but you will be getting one. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bounce back in. And by the way, guys, all this stuff I'm showing you right now. I'm using the Easy Webinar uploader. So these are PNGs and images that I've uploaded through Easy Webinar, as well as our slides. And so now I'm going to go back over to the slide, upload that again. Boom, and I'm back in. Gotcha. All right, so let's dive in and talk about this, okay? How would it feel to have consistent leads and customers every day on demand with predictability? And the reason I ask that is because that's exactly what we do. Unless you have a reliable, duplicatable, scalable, and consistent way to bring in customers, you don't have a business, you have a hobby. I didn't say it. Mike Cuban. Yeah, we're on such close basis that I call him Mike. Mark Cuban has said that. And this is if you're someone who sells products, courses, consulting, services, and you're looking for a predictable and consistent way to generate revenue, then you're in the right place. Okay. And I love asking this question. If you went on vacation today, can you honestly say that it wouldn't create more stress than enjoyment? All right. I know it's worded weird, but if you were sitting on the beach with your whole family, you guys are ordering Mai Tais, the kids are drinking, 13 Shirley Temples, 20 burgers, and you see the bill racking up and racking up and racking up, would that make you more stressed than at ease? Like, what I'm saying is your business dependent on you being there, right? Are you trading time for money? Are you having to go on vacation and still work? Because if you didn't, the business would literally fall apart. So my intention, so go ahead and put this down. Let me know. I'd like to know, actually, guys, please. No one has actually said, is this you yet? No one. Okay. So I see Drew. Thank you, guys. Yes, thank you for putting it out there. Yeah. And this was me, by the way. And I thought it was so cool that I could work over holidays. When I would go on vacation at Cabo, I'd be working, and I thought, yeah, that's awesome. But having kids, now that I have like 3 kids, I wouldn't have time to work on vacation. And so I needed a way to figure out how I could go on vacation for 5 to 6 weeks without my business falling apart and breaking, right? William said, I cannot take a relaxing vacation. Kimberly is saying that's a job, not a business. That's right. That's exactly right. And the thing is that this is what my goal is for any client, any customer coming into Easy Webinar. This is what my goal is for you. And this is what my goal is for you on this webinar. I want to also show you, I'm going to highlight a couple things. I'm going to show you how to get to $12,000 a month leveraging webinars, okay, for live webinars, but I'm also going to show you how to scale up from there leveraging automated webinars. And because this is my goal. Over the summer, my wife and I are going to be taking my wife and our 3 kids are going to be taking about 5 weeks off. And we can't do that unless I have a system in place. And a business needs a system, as Mark Cuban just said, right? So does this sound like you? Do you have some months where cash just pours in, but you can't seem to maintain it? Or do you start out every month wondering where the clients and sales are coming from? Or do you secretly know your worth is more than what you're charging, but you're afraid if you raise your prices, no one's going to pay them? You ever felt that? Any of these ring true for you? Let me know. Also, do you see other people in your business making the kind of income you want, and you just have no idea how they're doing it? Or are you working way too hard in your business, maybe too many hours, burning yourself out? And I see this all the time. Or maybe you feel like technology or online marketing is the enemy and not an asset, right? And this kind of goes back to burning yourself out. If you have 20 new clients coming in a month, would that break your business, right? Like if you're working one-on-one with people, and this is going back into a bit more strategy stuff, because this goes into like, my coaching teaches you how to do this, how to scale up so you could add 20, 30, 60, 100 clients, and it's not going to take more of your time. Just add more revenue in, and you get more of the same results for the people that are coming in. But the idea is that if any of this sounds like you, I understand. I was there. we leverage technology now to do stuff like this. Technology, here's the thing, technology is always going to have a problem where something may occur, right? Like any business, you know, technology may shut off. I remember using GoToWebinar for many years and having issues every so often. Zoom has issues. Anything can cause a problem, but that's when you look at it as the enemy instead of the asset, because no matter how many times I've failed on a webinar, I've still generated revenue from a webinar. Okay, and that's really something I want you to understand. Okay, so I'm going to show you how how you can solve these problems, because maybe you feel like no matter how hard you try, you can't break through that glass ceiling in your business. William says too many hours. Kimberly says have in the past, but not anymore. That's awesome, Kimberly. Awesome. And here's the solution that we all basically need. We need a sales funnel. And I know I talked about this earlier, but not just any sales funnel, because in fact, sales funnels are everybody knows what they are now. And even those typical sales funnels, people are getting desensitized by them. And they don't necessarily engage to the top that they need to. Like, they don't engage as much as they need to. You need a sales funnel that can sell your courses, programs, and services every day with authenticity and engagement. That's the key here. Authenticity and engagement that can rise above your competition. I make good money, but work way too many hours. Kimberly, I hear you. I think we have two Kimberlys on here. Kimberly with an L-Y, Kimberly with an L-E on here. So welcome, you guys. And so that's really what we're talking about. I'm going to share with you why webinars are the perfect way to rise above the noise with your with your competition in an authentic way while working less and selling more. I'm going to show you how to generate the first 12K a month from basically like 4 hours a month. That is literally 1 hour a week, leveraging one webinar, and how to use Easy Webinar to 4x your webinar revenue using what I call the event launch blueprint. Now, there's a way that you can do a promo with a webinar where you're not just running a live webinar and making X sales, but how to run a live webinar, then how to do an encore presentation, then how to do a replay, and how to package all that together. That's what I call my event launch blueprint. I'm going to share that flow with you. And then how to finally scale up from there, tapping into consistent passive income, where we talk about selling your products and services 24/7 using Easy Webinar's funnel automation technology, i.e. evergreen webinars. How many of you know what evergreen webinars? Put in the chat. Put in on the right side of the page here. If you do, yes, awesome. You do. I have the hands up. Coolio, Schoolio. Cool. Yeah, Kimberly says yes. Blissful, William, Corey, awesome, you guys. Thank you so much. Yeah. Scott says yes. Cool. And I'm super fun. How many of you have actually generated revenue from webinars? Okay. Blissful says, I love them. You are welcome. How many of you have generate revenue from webinars? Let me know in the chat over here. And while you're saying that, I'm going to tell you who I am for those who still are not clear. I'm the founder of Easy Webinar, a top engagement and webinar automation specialist, I guess you'd say. I kind of coined that myself because I love engagement and automation. I started off as an actor, and so I love just the connectivity with people. But at the same time, I wanted something that would help me scale up my business in the best and most effective way that I could connect and engage, but not always having to be there, right? On average, our top clients are generating 10 to 20 a day, and our software has over 8,000 customers. And I guess if you ask what my superpower was, it's providing sales and scalability systems to business owners so they can work less, create more impact, and make way more money. That's kind of what I like to do. I'm a coach. I'm a teacher at heart. That's really what I love doing. That's where I find that's where I just feel so a part of it, so attuned, so active, right? And it's just funny that I'm kind of behind, a SaaS platform. I don't do as much of the teaching, but that's why I love doing these webinars every so often. Okay. And some of you guys are saying, I haven't generated revenue yet. Good. And the reason I'm saying good is because I'm going to share with you a strategy for doing it. Cool. Okay. Now, as I was saying, I started off as an actor, Founded Easy Webinar in 2013, built a 7-figure software and consulting company, been featured in Business Insider, Entrepreneur, Social Media Examiner, and more. And I've personally created every kind of sales funnel around. Okay, I just breeze through my, breeze through my about me, because I really want to just get to this point. And by the way, Scott's saying, getting ready to launch a hospitality management app with online training center through Kajabi for the training, for training the user in the hotels purchasing our product. I believe that webinars and evergreen webinars are not used in the hospitality industry much, so they could be a fresh approach to marketing our launch. You have tapped into the secret sauce, Scott. Here's the thing. Outside of the online marketing space, most companies, there are so many opportunities around evergreen webinars in niches that aren't yet leveraging them as much. And especially in Fortune 500 companies, various other industries, this is the holy grail. You've stumbled upon something here. Yes. The cool thing about Easy Webinars technology is that our system streams in real time. An automated webinar streams in real time. If they come late, they're still streaming. If they're watching from their phone, they can't fast forward or rewind. It is streamed in real time, but it's a pre-recorded event, right? But that is the beauty of it, that it has the experience, the full-on experience of live. Because in fact, it is live. It is just streamed live. Not you there, but streamed live. Is there a list of industries that you will provide for the usage? Kimberly, any industry you can think of, but I will come in and show you how webinars can be used in different industries. We have people that are using Easy Webinar in the real estate niche. Financial advisors are using it. Course creators, of course, are using them. Coaches and consultants, that's a big one, of course. But going into different ways. We had I had one of the heads of Adobe reach out because they wanted to potentially use Easy Webinars automation technology to sell their stuff, right? And so you just realize that this is something that a lot of people aren't so clear on yet. Like it's not an obvious thing that's out there right now, and because it's not obvious, there's a huge opportunity to put these type of experience funnels in front of your audience and get amazing results. Remember, teachable. What did I show? They had the best conversion they've seen by using our system. Is there someone who can help me set it up? I purchased years ago, ran 1 or 2 webinars, but forgot all the steps I took back in the day. Michael, yes, why don't you just reach out? We should probably see what package you have, but reach out at support@easywebinar.com. Drew is saying, is it better to do it done for you for businesses or teach high ticket to coaching students? Drew, that's a great question, but I think it's up to you. I have a bias around that. I think it's better